All right, we were ready for part D. Said if m is 0, -4, if m at 0, -4 is rotated about the origin counterclockwise 270 degrees, then m prime equals. So we're going to go counterclockwise 270, which means we're going to switch x and y and match our signs, just like with a 90 degree. So I'm going to draw a real quick XY axis over here. Figure out where our point M is. 0, -4. Well, 0, -4 is on an axis. It's not going to be inside a quadrant. It's actually going to be on one of our axes. Is 0, -4 on the x-axis or on the y-axis? It's on the y-axis. So M is going to be down here. And then we're going to go counterclockwise, so we're heading this way, 3 quadrants. Since we're not looking at inside of quadrants, I'm passing the axes. 1, 2, 3. We're going to land over here on the x-axis. On the x-axis, the x's are positive. Or sorry, x is not positive, x is negative. What am I saying? X is negative on the x-axis over there on the left. And so we're going to take the ordered pair, 0, -4. We're going to switch it around. So -4, 0. And then we're going to match our signs. Make sure our signs are the right positive or negative. If I'm over here, should I have a negative on the 4? Yes. And 0 doesn't have a sign. That's not a positive or a negative. So we're just going to leave that as a 0. So -4, 0 would be the answer for part D there. Part E, M is 2, -1 and is rotated about the origin clockwise 270 degrees. So once again, we're going to switch and then match signs. So let's draw a real quick XY axis. What quadrant would 2, -1 be in? Bottom right, quadrant 4. So M is going to be down here somewhere, +2, -1. We're going to go clockwise, which is this direction. We're going to go 270 degrees, which is 3 quadrants. So I go 1, 2, 3 quadrants right up here. Are the x's positive or negative in this quadrant up here? Positive. What about the y's? Also positive. All right, so we're going to flip our x's and y's. 2, -1 becomes -1, 2. Do I have the correct signs on things? No. Do they both need to change or just one? Which one? The 1 needs to change to be a +1. You can absolutely just go in and erase the negative. You guys don't have to have a plus sign for positive. I'm just doing that to show very clearly that we've made a change here. Right. Let's look at number 7. We're going to rotate this triangle, GFH, clockwise 270 degrees. So clockwise is this direction. We're going to go 3 quadrants. We will switch X and Y. And then we will match our signs to the quadrant that we land in. So clockwise, 270 degrees, 1, 2, 3 quadrants lands me down here. Tell me about my x's and y's there, positive or negative? Negative for x's and y's or just one of them? For both, negative x's, negative y's. Let's write down the ordered pairs for G, H, and F. G, H, and F. Where's G at? Negative 4, 4. Where's H? Negative 5, 1. And where's F? Negative 1, 4. We're going to take all 3 of those ordered pairs, we're going to flip them around, and then we're going to check our signs, match our signs. So I would have 4, negative 4 for G prime to start with. 1, negative 5 for H prime to start with. And 4, negative 1 for F prime to start with. And now I have to match my signs. Are my signs okay, or do some of them need to change? Some of them need to change. What changes do I need to make through here? Negatives. Everything needs to be negative. Negative x and negative y. All of my y's were already negative, but we have to go through and force the x's to be negative. So negative 4 puts G prime right down here. Negative 1, negative 5 right here for H prime. And negative 4, negative 1 right here for F prime. Then we grab our straight edge. Let me pass straight edges out to you so you guys can connect those dots. All right, there's 2 there, take 1 pass back. There's 2 there, take 1 pass back. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take 1 pass back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take 1 pass back. And last row, take 1 pass back. Thank you. All right, connect your line segments together to make your rotated triangle. All right. Last one, number 8. This time we are going to rotate counterclockwise 90 degrees. Counterclockwise, we're turning towards the left. We're going to go 1 quadrant. Same rules for 1 quadrant and 3 quadrants. We're going to switch X and Y, and then we will match signs. So right now we are down here in quadrant number 4. We're going to go counterclockwise 90 degrees, which is going to put me back in this quadrant back here. Are the X's or the Y's positive or negative? Oh, I'm sorry. I handed that to you and you're not shared. Are the X's or the Y's positive or negative? Positive. Both of them are positive. So we're going to write down our ordered pairs for M, for N, and for O. What's the ordered pair for M? 0, -1. What's the ordered pair for N? 6, -2. There's your right paper, I'm so sorry. And what's the ordered pair for O? 7, -6. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take all those ordered pairs and flip them around. So -1, 0. -2, 6. And -6, 7. And then what do we do? Yep, make everything positive. All the x's are currently negative. We need to change those all to be positive, so this becomes a +1, 0, a +2, 6, and a +6, 7. Then we're going to go and plot those points. So a +1, 0 would be right here. So there's my new M, or rather it's M prime, not new M. 2, 6 would be right here. So here's N prime. And then 6, 7 right here is O prime. Please make sure that in addition to connecting the dots to make the triangle, you are labeling each of those dots and you are remembering the prime on each of those dots. You're welcome. You don't want to label the new points M, N, and O because those are not the original M, N, and O. M, N, and O are these points down here. Once we move them, they become M prime, N prime, and O prime. All right. Do you guys have any questions? All right. The homework over rotations that you picked up at the beginning of class yesterday is due tomorrow. If you need another copy of it, it is down here, very bottom paper in this red organizer. This is due tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to study before your skills check. Once you're done with this skills check, you'll turn it into the skills check basket over here on top of the bookcase. And then you can spend any remaining class time working on the homework that is due tomorrow. So you guys have 5 minutes starting now to study. Remember, the quiz is about translations and reflections, which is what was on the homework that you turned in yesterday that I just passed back to you.